Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manhattan Beach, California. We're here for the mixed doubles semifinals of the Manhattan Beach Badminton Club International Series Road to Rio event. On the far side of the court, in pink, is Sean Whong from Manhattan Beach, a graduate of Maricosta High School. He's partnered with Lulu Yu, a junior member here at the Manhattan Beach Badminton Club and a current member of the Maricosta High School badminton team. Both of them are in their first semifinal of a tournament of this stature, and they're playing against an Indonesian pair of David Pohan and Gina Gozali. So we'll just call them David and Gina from Indonesia.
Yeah, and this semi-final features another young player. We've already seen in the first mixed doubles semi-final a 14-year-old reach the final, and this semi-final features Lulu Yu of the U.S., who's only 15.
Yep.
So wouldn't it be remarkable if a 14-year-old played a 15-year-old in such a major badminton final?
It's incredible. They're both freshmen in high school. Sean Wong is currently a sophomore at UC Santa Barbara, and Lulu is, as I said, a freshman at Maricosta High School.
And obviously, they're not quite as experienced as today's opponents, but they are holding their own after 3 points, and they're having a laugh during it. So they seem to be very relaxed.
Yes, they both know that they really have nothing to lose in this. They had a very successful win in the quarterfinals, and over Yuko Kawasaki and Tuck Chan, who were the seeds, and so they're very happy to be here, and they really have no pressure on them. The event itself is an Olympic qualifying event. The process of qualifying for the Olympics in the first place is very arduous, long, which is why it's called the Road to Rio. This is one stop. This is the last stop in America that'll be an Olympic qualifying event for the year 2016. That whole process ends at the end of April, so we're getting close to the finish, but it's definitely a long road to make it to the Olympics.
And both these teams really have no realistic opportunity of making the Olympics this year. But when you look at the youth of the U.S. team, they will be striving to make the Olympics in 2020.
Yes, these are players that have a legitimate shot in the future, so this is an incredible opportunity to gain experience and to maybe pull off the biggest upset of their lives. And this would be it. If they pulled this one off, they had a huge upset in the last round, and if they did it 2 times in a row, it would be just phenomenal.
And both teams actually reached their place in the semifinal unseeded. So they've both knocked out seeds along the way.
Correct, yeah. So this is one of those matches you have no idea what's going to take place as far as the outcome is concerned. And even in the styles, you don't know for sure what's going to happen here because they just don't have a history.
And Sean is doing a really good job controlling the rally, making his opponents move around like puppets, but unfortunately, there's a service error, cost them a point, but they are ahead, 7-4, Indonesian serving.
And serving in badminton is truly an underhanded business. It's one of those things where you're not allowed to serve the bird from above your waist. It's supposed to be neutral. So there's no advantage to having to serve like there is in tennis. But on the other hand, you're not supposed to serve so defensively that the receiver can just slaughter it. Lulu to serve.
A rather loose return from Lulu there.
Yeah.
Allowing Jenna just to pounce on it and backhand smash to the floor.
Sean has had some really outstanding results here at Manhattan Beach over his lifetime. Being a junior from this club, the Manhattan Beach Badminton Club has been here for some 80 years. Sean, of course, is only 19 or 20 years old himself. So, but he's had, last year we played the United States National Championships at this venue, and Sean ended up in 4th place in men's singles, again, coming out of nowhere as an unseeded player. So he plays really well here.
And Sean's looking remarkably relaxed for such a young player playing in a major event like this. He's controlling the rallies. He's very good at spotting how deep the Indonesians are defending and playing winning drop shots in front of him.
Yeah, he's really become a very good and a very cerebral player. My name is Dean Shoppy. I failed to introduce us. I'm Dean Shoppy. I'm here from Manhattan Beach, myself, former national team player. I'm with John Britton, originally from Scotland, national team Scotland, U.S. national champion and national team player. And our third partner in this broadcast today is Bob Gilmore from Lake Forest, California. And Bob also played on the U.S. national team in men's doubles and was a very, very good mixed doubles player. Both John and Bob had outstanding results in mixed and can follow the game and talk a lot about the strategies.
And a terrific rally there. 25-shot rally. Both teams trying to get on the attack, but the Indonesians controlling it. Sean did an awful lot of running.
We have it's now 9-10. Sean and Lulu had a pretty commanding lead, and they've kind of let it slip away. They're still up by 1 though, with the Indonesians serving. Now it's 10-all. An interesting thing too is that in Indonesia, this sport is an equivalent of what basketball is in America. Badminton is a huge sport, so players from that part of the world really, really are used to playing for a lot of money with a lot of pressure. And here in the U.S., of course, badminton is much more of a minor sport. But, of course, it is an Olympic sport. And as we mentioned earlier, these people actually have a shot at making it. So now we're at the interval. It's 11-10 at the interval with the U.S. team out in front by 1 point. They have to win each game by at least 21 points. If they are tied up near the end of the game, you have to win by 2, and it's sudden death at 30-29. So a match can take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour plus. Here we see a coach talking to another player. The Indonesians don't have a coach on site, and Sean has their coach, Coach Wei Zhang, in the back corner over there, and working with those guys. There they go back out into the court. Here's now joining us for the second game will be Bob Gilmore.
And I'm happy to join you guys for this fine mixed doubles match.
So we're about to start the first game after the break with the Americans 11-10 in the lead. Oh, and a lucky return from the Indonesian pair. Score tied halfway through the first game at 11-11. That was a great get by Sean.
The Indonesians seem to play a style more akin to a men's or a women's doubles, though female is playing deep in the court on defense, allowing Sean and Lulu an opportunity to attack as a normal doubles team would attack.
It looks like they're comfortable at this point and don't feel like they're threatened on the smash. Again, playing defense, they look very comfortable standing back, allowing the American team to attack.
Yeah, both the Indonesian players have very strong defense. And Sean's finding it hard to hit through either of them.
So for the first time in this match, the Indonesians take the lead. Since the beginning of this game, it's now 13-12. They're ahead. Service return error. That's the one thing you got to really avoid in this sport. The other thing is making a mistake on the serve in the first place.
Yeah, you can't give your opponents any free points, and hitting the serve into the net or out is a free point.
I think we're showing a little bit of tenseness here.
Rightfully so. This team, the American team, hasn't been in a lot of international matches, so the pressure's got to be on them at this point.
Yeah, but as Dean pointed out, they really have nothing to lose, so they shouldn't feel under pressure.
Yep, absolutely. Very good point.
There was a great shot as the bird bounced off the top of the net, rolled over onto the opponent's side, and Sean Whong and Lulu have taken the lead again. 15.
I'm a little surprised at how the female for Indonesia is hitting the bird up. She has plenty of time to hit attacking shots or dump the bird off and get the bird up to her partner, but she chooses to hit up.
It might be part of their game plan, because they're hitting high to Sean a lot. Maybe they're just trying to tire him out. Sean's doing most of the running, most of the defensive work.
Good hit by Sean Whong on that one. He hammered it, and he's back to within 1 point of tying them up. It's 15-16 here in the first game. Indonesia up by 2 in the first game.
Service was short. Another free point for the Americans.
Well, Sean almost got out of that. 2 of them almost hit him in the chest, and he almost got away with it. They put it away on his partner, Lulu Yu.
Yeah, he did make a couple of remarkable recovery shots there, but lost out in the long run.
Unforced error. Game point now for the Indonesians. Good serve to outside wide.
So 1 game point saved. Can they save a couple more?
At this point, it looks like the American team just doesn't have enough club.
Yeah, they're
Are
not
you
hitting.
referring to a commercial?
Oh.
That's really been to their advantage, though, throughout this game so far, is that the Indonesian girl, Jeannie, backs up, and they're able to exploit that a little bit.
Oh, pretty shot. Another
That's
error.
another error from the back by her.
American player creeps to within 1 point.
Wow, gutsy serve by Lulu at 19-20. A setup by Sean. Oh, a great finish. 21-19 in the first. The Indonesians take the game and take the lead in the match. We'll go to commercial break.
The Manhattan Beach Badminton Club would like to thank the following sponsors for their generous support of the 2016 Manhattan Beach International Open. Farmers Insurance, Russo Design, Chevron, Wells Fargo, Connecta, Shade Hotel, Stroik, City of Manhattan Beach, Porsche, MBX, Portraits of Hope, Strand House, McDonald's, Manhattan Beach Downtown, Houlihan Lokey, Skechers, Patty Brown Physical Therapy.
Welcome back to the Manhattan Beach Badminton Club International Series Road to Rio Championships Olympic qualifying event. The score is 1-1 in the second game. Indonesia on the far side playing against local Sean Whong and Lulu Yu from Manhattan Beach, California. My name is Dean Shoppy. I'm here today with Bob Gilmore and John Britton for this semifinal match. The Americans have taken a 2-1 lead here early on in the second game.
Yeah, and they played really well the first game for such an inexperienced team. They got an early lead, kept it close, and eventually ran out, losing 21-19. So if they can cut down on their mistakes, this should give them a better opportunity to win this game. And there's one of the mistakes I was talking about.
Yeah, those are the ones you really want to win those points. The Indonesians are more than happy lifting. The Indonesians actually make more mistakes when they're attacking than when they're playing defense and wait for the wide open on the counterattack.
And I think that might be part of their game plan because they've established that neither of the young Americans can smash their defense, and they're happy just soaking up all the energy being expended by the Americans.
Sean Whong putting the bird away on David Pohan of Indonesia. David's partner is Gina Gozali, and she's receiving the serve from Lulu Yu right now, and she buries it in the front of the court.
Aggressively.
VI, the young Americans had, if you noticed.
Sean Whong and Lulu are up 6-3 here.
And Jenna did apologize for hitting her opponent, showing good sportsmanship.
Oh, there she hit her in the
again.
shoulder. It's now 5-6.
Almost a facial. You got to really watch out there. You don't want to take any shots in the face.
Service short, another present for your opponent.
Oh.
Lulu moving right in there, taking that shot away.
Uh-oh. Nice get by Lulu. Oh. Did it go
right.
over?
Good rally. Well done. And then my pin back.
I don't think the Indonesians thought Lulu had any chance of making that shot, but she got it back, and never from the Indonesians gave the Americans a point.
That's what we talked about in that first game. You don't want to give away any points on serve and serve return. You just can't afford it.
And you don't want to miss your serve against a girl. The girls just don't put enough pressure on to warrant an error.
So it's 7-8 now. Again, Sean and Lulu are totally loose. They know they don't have anything to lose, that they're not favored, so they're playing really relaxed and really, really playing well.
Great shot from Sean.
A spin return smash. Wow, what a great point for Sean.
Yeah, the Indonesian
9-7 lead.
The Indonesian team had them all over the court, and they were able to pull that off. Oh. Again, the Indonesian team is completely comfortable with lifting the bird, and Sean is working extra hard. Oh, he's playing a little cat and mouse now, kind of like old man doubles.
There it is again. It's interesting because the Indonesians don't do as well when they're aggressive and they're on offense. They do much better playing off the defensive shots. Nice jump smash.
That's one of the few times that Sean's actually managed to smash through the Indonesian defense.
The rally prior to that was probably the longest rally of this match, and they both appear to be breathing heavily at this point, and that might be the result of that rally, and also it was allowed him to win the point outright with a smash.
Sean and Lulu have the advantage that this team is a good defensive team and is confident and comfortable playing defense, because what it does is it takes away what might have been a potential weakness in that they haven't played a lot of badminton at this level. If the teams they were playing against played very aggressive and flat, it might have been very intimidating and maybe really difficult for them to play at this level. But this is the perfect team for them to be playing against.
And Sean certainly seems to be the hardest working player on the court out of all four of them. He's doing a remarkable amount of running, sideways, back and forward.
Well, as I mentioned earlier in the first game, Sean is number 4 and got in 4th place in the United States this year in the national championships. So running as a singles player is part of what he's used to.
Yeah, he is a very fit player. He's in great shape. He's used to running. Not sure he's used to this caliber of play at this point, but they're not hurting him.
So the Americans are ahead by 2, but it's similar to the first set. They were ahead by 4 when the score was 10. So the Indonesians are probably going to move up a gear, put a little bit more pressure on the Americans, and get back into this game.
Wow.
Oh, pretty
wow,
shot.
There
Very
it is.
nice.
Sort of a dominant shot right there. Is that a statement shot?
Yeah, she actually kind of came out right there and showed what she's worth.
She rattled Lulu with that one. Another error. Oh, that's too bad.
Might want to change the bird here.
12 all. Sean's defense is actually totally up to the task too, so that's another reason they may not be attacking him quite so much. Having said that, of course, he returns it into the net. 4 quick points for the Indonesians.
Oh, beautiful shot.
That's what badminton's all about, attacking, changing from defense to attack, and that was a prime example of it.
Perfect counterattack with a put away. And it's now 14-12. The Indonesians are up, having been down and another serve mistake.
To a girl. That should not be done.
And the reason Bob says that is that the females are both in the front of the court. So when you miss the serve to the female, it's not like the female is going to attack as much because she's not the primary attack weapon. So you have a little bit of leeway there.
Sean's still doing the majority of work.
Oh, unfortunate for Team USA.
Big break right off the top of the net. Of course, those are legal, of course. If it hits the net and goes over, it's perfectly okay.
Oh. That was a beautiful attempt. Didn't go over, but it was a very nice shot.
14-16 is the score here with Lulu Yu from Manhattan Beach serving to David Pohan of Indonesia.
Smart.
Oh, how unfortunate. He gives up smashing to the girl, attacks the guy, and hits it out by 1 inch. Very good rally. A lot of defense there. Incredible defense on the part of the Indonesian team.
Sean is working exceptionally hard at this point. I think he needs to attack the center of the court when they're back playing side by side. The girl's just eating him up on defense. He can't hit it through her at this point, and part of it is fatigue.
It's 18-14, Indonesians ahead. 19-14 with that error. Well, it seems like the Indonesians' strategy of defense has definitely worked.
You usually expend less energy when you're defending.
Uh-oh.
That would appear to be the case. It's 20-14. Sean and Lulu are 6 points down with 1 point to spend.
At this point, this is good experience for the USA team. However, they should have taken some pauses, maybe toweled off and changed the momentum, but it's too late now.
This is almost like a training exercise.
Yeah, this looks like a drill. But he might as well do it because the minute he moves it away from her, he loses it. Oh, well done.
Well, it was a great effort by the young Americans, and they could realistically look for participation in the 2020 Olympics.
Yeah, it was an entertaining match. The local crowd got to see their juniors put up a fight against a far more experienced and really a far more skilled Indonesian pair.
And the Americans have nothing to be ashamed about. They did really well the first set, only losing by 2, and they hung in the second, vastly more experienced.
And the American team is very young. I'm not sure how old Lulu is, but she is still a junior player, maybe 15
She's only 15,
years old.
yep.
Freshman in high school.
Amazing that she's 15 years old and competing in this event.
But
So-
unfortunately, by not getting to the final, she won't be playing against the youngest player in the tournament, who's already in the mixed final, who's a 14-year-old from
14-year-old
the
from
US.
Diamond Bar High School. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
That's
this is great.
fantastic.
So for Bob Gilmore and John Britton, my name is Dean Shoppy, and we'll see you at the next match. Thanks for watching.
The first mixed finals, 14. You weren't here for that. She played with Tony.
Oh, she's 14.
Yeah.
So she plays at
That one's 50. That one's 50. That's how we get in the final. 14 against